That's staying in there. Um, Welcome back to another episode. Well, the newly named Geeks That Drink, where we talk about nothing but hardware and video games and PCs and PC technologies and just pretty much random cool things that geeks that drink would like. So, Matt, are you there?
Doing it. Oh, what's up, everybody?
Did you what are you drinking?
Oh man.
Because I'm just drinking Grain Belt right now. That's all I'm drinking.
Oh, I'm just drinking Space Trooper
Ooh, you mean Space Camper?
or Camper. I keep getting. I don't know why I keep saying Trooper.
Because a fine English ale is on your mind. That is a fine English ale, if I've ever heard of one. Trooper.
Yeah.
It's great. It is really good though. It's not Matt's favorite, but it's really good for the style of what it is and how difficult that can be to find outside of, the United Kingdom and some parts of Europe. It's really good for what it is. There's something about that environment that lends itself to very, I don't want to call it harsh, but very difficult to recreate beer. There's just something about that environment that just lends itself to that, and I don't know what, you know, I don't know how else to put it. But
No. What? Oh, go on.
you were you drink Space Camper. We've talked about Space Camper before. I don't think we need to
Yeah, we
rehash
have.
that one. Plus, it's not exactly whiskey corner yet. So
No.
we must first speak of hardware. And I actually have a really, really glowing review for you from a company that I, I, I had never really used a lot of their products in the past. Like I've always been, when it comes to motherboards, I've always kind of been like, I've always been like MSI or Asus or something like that. I've always used those boards because the
Yep.
the BIOS was always very easy to understand and very easy to apply and put changes to, and it I just I never really considered them that much because I didn't really have much of a reason to, you know what I mean? Like there's more and now with this current chipset and they did some redesigns and they made the BIOS better. They made it a much more user-friendly experience. And the board is a really really good board. And this has been the first time I've actually used ASRock like back to back. Like I had the X570M in my computer right that I have now. I actually had that motherboard before I changed cases because I changed to a Lian Li. And as soon as I did that, I realized that I needed a different board because the board that I had in there looked like a toddler. Like it looked like I had a toddler mounted in there. It was, you know, it was really small. It was really, really small in there. And I'm like, I need to just commit to a board and just buy it. And I was just sitting there and, like, I really, really wanted the Meg, the Godlike. I really wanted that so bad because, like, that to me seemed like such a good board. And it still does. Like, I still feel like I'll find a use for one if I buy one. I'll still find a PC to build with it. But I I honestly can't say enough good things about this X570, this Tai Chi that I bought. The ASRock Tai Chi X570. It's a really good board, and they added some really nice little accent pieces to it, and the colors are nice, and the RGB looks really good. It actually looks like it blends in with the board really well. Like it doesn't beat you over the head or anything like that. It just looks like it blends in with the board, and it's a really nice board to use. There's a lot of presets in the BIOS. If you do your research, like in depth research, which I didn't do because I kind of bought this thing on a whim. because I was looking for a really good board to use, and I just ended up with this for some reason. I don't know why, but I did. And and I ended up with I just playing around with the BIOS when I first got it, started it back up and everything, or started it up for the first time, and I was playing around with it, and I go down to like overclocking settings because it actually has like an entire it has like this actually has an entire overclocking tab where you can just go down and you can see a bunch of these like presets that you can set for it, and it has preset RAM overclocks for G Skill kits. I believe it was the G Skill Neos, and I think it starts at 3200 megahertz. So it's actually this board actually has a lot of stuff packed into it that I still have yet to explore, but this is just like an early feeling of it. Ask me in like 4 months how I really like it. But as of right now, I fucking love it. And I also found out that I can use this as a Wi-Fi station. So I think I might actually hook the Wi-Fi thing up to it and use this as a Wi-Fi station in the basement. Also, there is one other really funky thing that it's not irritating me, but it does kind of bother me. Um, because the Lian Li cases don't have reset switches, they just have your power and your power switch and your HLED and your power and ground. They don't have the reset. Because they don't have the reset, you can't use the power button with this board. The power button is just like non-existent anymore. It's a really, really weird thing that kind of bothered me for a little bit, but now it kind of doesn't because it actually kind of made sense. It actually makes sense now. Because of the RGB and all of the memory things that you can do with this board, that doesn't bother me. I just put the thing to sleep, take it out of idle and just put it to sleep, and then I tap my space bar and it comes back. Like I don't really care. It doesn't really bother me anymore. It did for like the first couple of days, and now I'm just like, whatever. And maybe I just wired it wrong or something. I don't know. But all of my front USB switches work. All of my other stuff works, but for some reason I can't get the power button to work. And I've wired it multiple ways. And I can't get that to work. So, I think it's because it doesn't have the reset. If it had the reset, it probably would work just fine.
That is different.
Yeah. No, it is. I wasn't used to it because I went on there and I was just looking at it and I'm like, what in the hell is going on here? You know? And then I ended up with the, what the fuck? You know? Because you're just looking at it. You're just looking at it thinking, why? Why can't I do that? What is the deal here? Why can I not do that? You know? And then I ended up just, really, really looking at it, and I'm like, okay. But yeah, no, I was just a little concerned about that because I'm like, did I just do what I normally do, which is forget how to hook up the front panel switches, and then totally forget that I plugged them in wrong, and then have to tear everything apart to do it again? Because that's what I do. That's just what I do. Sometimes I forget. And it's a good thing I've gotten used to knowing that I do forget how to wire stuff up sometimes, and I power test things before I before I put all the panels back together. But I'm just here on ASRock's website because I'm just looking at the boards the boards that they have here, and yeah, I have the I have the top of the line like consumer board. I have the really really good consumer board. Um, yeah, I have one of the flagship boards, and that's kind of nice. Like this is the first time I've actually ever had like a flagship board in any PC I've ever owned, which is kind of nice. It's kind of nice. This feels nice.
So, in your opinion, this is your best motherboard you've ever had?
Yeah, so far. I don't see any I really haven't had any issues with it. Thermals have been holding tight. I've been running it through benchmarks for like the last 3 or 4 days. And I've been running it on long-term benchmarks. Like I was running it on I was running it on Blender, so I was doing like the BMW one. I ran it on Time Spy and some other stuff to see if there was a decent performance change because it has better power allocation and better. It's just a better board. So I was testing it with a few different, super duper duper light overclocks, just seeing how it would, work and seeing how everything would go with that. And, you know, honestly, I can't say anything bad about it. This is a really good board. I love this thing. It's a really good board. There wasn't any huge gains by it, I'll be honest with you, but there never would be, especially when you're talking about, especially when you're talking about stuff like this. Like changing your board is nice. It definitely helps to future proof your system, but it doesn't give you any huge performance gains. It's not going to give you a bigger performance gain over just buying a new chip. That's just
Yeah.
not going to happen. So, yeah, I mean it's a nice gain. It's a nice board. I like it. I like it a lot. And would definitely recommend it to people so far. But like I said, give me 4 months to play around with this thing, and then I'll give you a final review, and I'll shake out all the bugs, and I'll know exactly what I do and don't like about it. But as
That's
of
fair.
right now,
That's fair.
it's a fairly good purchase. It's a really good purchase actually, and it full on supported M.2 just like right out of the box. I didn't have to format anything like I have had to do with some other boards. Like I didn't have to reformat because I had those in there. It just worked, and it was nice. I didn't have to go into the BIOS and not activate them, but I didn't have to go into the BIOS and format them or anything like that, and it was nice. I like that. So, um, but yeah, I also like the SLI support. Not that SLI really means much nowadays because SLI is kind of dead, but it is nice to have that. It is nice to be able to plug two graphics cards in. I'll be honest with you, because then you can run another monitor on a separate card, and you can actually run it
Yeah.
at a high frame rate, which is nice. But yeah, but I think the definite next thing I need to do is I need to get my hands on another 2070 Super and plug that in and take advantage of the whole SLI thing. But I need to get another 2070 Super Founders. I need to get another Founders. I need to keep the aesthetic. And I need another motherboard and some new RAM, which I will be purchasing the new RAM like next week because I know what kit I want. I'm just trying to find a place where it's available, to be honest with you. Cuz now I guess there's a RAM shortage too. So, I'm just trying to find the specific kit that I want. But I'm also not going to pay over I'm not going to pay through the nose for it either. Like
I agree. That you shouldn't have to do that either.
I'm not going to pay through the nose for shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because first it was crypto. First, crypto caused us PC nerds to lose whatever buying power that we had because every freaking Tom, Dick, and Harry thought he was going to get rich by mining Bitcoin, and they gobbled up all the 1080 Ti's. And then there was a board shortage, and then there was a chip shortage, and then there was all kinds of other crap that was caused by those people that we all had to live with.
Mm-hmm.
And like the PC Master Race meme says, "What am I doing here, Satan? You bought a 1080 Ti to mine cryptocurrency in 2018." Yeah, I did. And then he's sitting next to Hitler in hell. Because let's be honest.
Oh.
Let's be honest. They kind of deserved it. He kind of deserved it at that point. You literally just bought one to mine cryptocurrency. You bastard. um but yeah, no. I really 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 like this board. So, if anybody is thinking about it, take a look at it. Don't just buy it on my recommendation. Take a look at it. See what you think about it. But definitely give it a good hard look. Don't just, pass it over because it's ASRock or because you think it's cheap, because it's really not. There's actually, there's a lot of good things about this board. There's a lot of good the heat sinks are really nice and thick and beefy, and there is actually a steam tube running from the main heat sink over to the I/O sink, where where your transistors are, where your power transistors are. There's a nice big thick vapor pipe going down there, and it's really well thought out. I like it. So, also, I'm very impressed. I have a board that has a debug light. Like, I've never had that. I've always had to fix it myself by watching the little blinking lights. Now I just get power codes. So I can just crack out my manual and actually fix it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm really happy with it. I guess my whole thing is what do you think of it? You know, it the
I
way
don't know. Like I said, I don't. I mean, if you were talking about looks, yeah, it looks really nice. But like you said, you gotta do your homework on it. You gotta play around with it. I mean, you know, boards can look good, doesn't mean they're gonna run good.
well, no, that's like everything. Everything has that. Um,
But if you say it's good, I'll take your word for it.
that's true. I have never actually bought junk. There was one that I did buy that was junk, but it was junk in the box, so it
Oh,
wasn't.
whoa, 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 whoa! That's not true.
Um, really? Oh, that's right. My first Intel build. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. That was pretty junk. I'll give you that. That was
Yeah,
pretty junk. Um, yeah, that one wasn't great, was it? That
no.
that that ASRock wasn't good. I almost kind of wonder if I didn't buy a used one. Like, I haven't actually gone back and looked at the receipt, but I feel like I bought a used one. So, yeah, I do feel like I bought a used one. The more I think about it, which is probably what led me to all the issues that I had. Um, but yeah, no, I'm like really happy with what I've got. I'm really happy with what I did. So, and it's been so far in the last what, less than a week. I've had it like what 4 days now, 3 days now, something like that. Been playing around with it for that long.
Uh,
I think
yeah.
it's been like 4 days. Yeah, 4 days. Because I bought it on Saturday, so it's been 4 days, and like I'm impressed. I've been really impressed by it so far. The BIOS is really easy and all that, but um, we should probably move on to something else really quick. Like the fact that I still don't have my 3080. Um, Still waiting on that one.
Oh, 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 oh. That's the exciting news. It's a couple days old, but Nvidia just came out and said the 3080s and the 3090s, you likely people that pre-ordered them won't likely get them until 2021 at the latest. I laughed when I saw that because I was like, "Yep, it's gonna be 2 years before Nick gets it." And this is from the CEO himself saying it.
Wait. Oh my god. I have to wait. Oh my god. Are you kidding me?
Mm, mm, mm.
Are you fucking me right now?
I'm not, man.
Why? Did they give any reason as to why other than the normal? Well, the interest was much higher than we had anticipated, and no, 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 no.
Yeah,
That's
like
not an
they said,
excuse anymore.
it's like they said, dude. It's the shortages of they didn't expect it to be this much. It's the I don't know what else to tell you. Unless you have an insider in the company, I don't know. It's you know what I mean. I don't
Well,
know
I mean,
any other
I,
reason than that.
I mean, I do, but I can't really discuss what we talked about.
Yeah, but no, what I'm trying to say, I mean the really gritty details. But I'm just saying what they are, releasing here by this is Tom's Hardware, so yeah, he admitted demands yeah, the CEO, I guess right here says I admit that the demand for the graphic cards will outstrip the company's supply throughout the year.
Oh, oh, great.
That's his
Did
I
they
mean that's
not?
great to hear for the company, but it's great not good for customers.
Yeah, but us as customers have to sit here and wonder how. How did you not see this coming? Given the benchmarks that you
Um
put out, how did you not see it
I
coming?
know I don't know what to tell you on that.
And especially with all the hype that you were paying for, how did you not see this coming?
Hmm.
Like, that just blows my fucking mind. Like, how? I mean, you had they had everybody talking about it. How did you not
Yeah, I know.
in any way shape or form, how did you not see this happening? Like it just blows my mind because you talked about it and talked about it and talked about it and talked about it and everybody on the internet was talking about it and talking about it and talking about it and talking about it. And now you're going to say, "Well, we don't have enough." Well, okay, fine, whatever, but then why were you talking about it this entire time?
But this could be not true, but here's my take on it. Go. You have COVID-19.
Yeah.
That's gonna make people not want to work in factories. Then you have this trade war with China, so you can't be doing this for cheap labor. With the American President Trump,
Mhm.
putting his stamp on things. That's not going to help the computer world, the technology world. Um,
No, it is not.
that's I think a few reasons why. they're probably, they can't get it done as fast as they want either
I've
because
I've
they don't want to pay the high cost of getting it done fast too.
I've got good news though. I've got good news. Very good news. I can buy another 2070 Super on eBay for actual list value of $499.
Yeah, they dropped, dude. They dropped.
Yeah. So
But we
I
talked about
can,
that.
yeah.
We talked
I
about how
wonder
they.
if I wonder how much I can get a 2080 for.
Ooh, Founders Edition.
Yeah. I would want another Founders. I liked the
I would
Founders.
say. I would say $799.
You might have
Top of my
a
head. Top of my head. That's top of my head. That's not looking at anything.
RTX 2080. Whoops. 2080. Actually, no. Let's 2080
Uh,
Super.
okay.
2080 Super Founders Edition for $510.
Okay.
That's place bid with no buy now price. I wish there was a buy now price. I just fucking give him my
Mhm.
money. Here we go. Oh no, that's open box. Not trusting that one. Um,
Open.
Here we go. Is this from Best Buy? No, but it's from a very 100% positive seller. That's $1,000. Yeah, no, I'm not giving you $1,000 for that. Not when the 3070 can kick its ass.
Mhm.
2080 Super. People are still trying to get what they paid for out of them. These things are still going for like $800, $700.
Either way, they're out of stock on their website.
Of the what? 3080s? 3090s?
No, the
Oh, the
RTX
20s?
2080 Super Founders
Oh,
Editions. Yes, 2080s.
they've been out of stock there for months.
Well, I'm just saying, dude.
Like they pretty much
Um.
they pretty much got rid of their stock, or they found a way to
Mhm.
get rid of it somehow.
Yeah, they don't have any. Oh, I was so close though.
Oh, dude, I wonder how many people are like selling their 2080 Ti's right now, and how many people are getting rid of them for somewhat cheap.
Yeah, what's cheap? Like 1200?
I would say under $900 is cheap when you're talking about a
I
2080
don't know,
Ti.
dude. I don't know, dude. I don't know. That
And
seems too.
yes, that's exactly what they're going for, about $800. The ones that are still in box, about $800. Used ones, depending on the seller, they're going for anywhere between 700 and 900. Oh, these people, these fucking people.
It just seems slow, dude.
Oh, these poor people. They bought them. They literally bought them and then went, "Oh, fuck."
Yeah, but are you talking? You said Founders Edition?
Not a 2080 Ti. I don't care if it's Founders Edition or not because a 2080
Oh,
Ti,
I'm
I
talking
would
about
put a
Founders
2080,
Edition.
I would put a 2080 Ti in my new computer, and then use that as like a placeholder for a little while.
No, I was talking about Founders Edition, dude. When I
Oh,
was saying that price.
oh yeah, no Founders Editions. Okay, let me see the Founders Editions again. Founders Editions are going from. Okay, here's one for 860. Here's one for 1094, 999.
Yeah,
$1,100. Yeah, I mean
yeah, that's what
we're
I'm
we're
saying,
kind of
dude.
in the range. We're kind of in the range of like between 700 and $1,100. Like that's a
Yeah,
pretty.
that's what I was saying, dude. And I think it'll go past 1,000 when you start bidding on it.
Yeah, probably. It more than likely will.
Um, but no, dude, that's what I'm saying. I think that's cheap from what it start at, what, like $1,500 when it started
Yeah,
out?
yeah, I think they did. I know the
2,000?
RTX.
2,000?
I know the Titans. I know the Titans are dropping in value.
How much the Titans are dropping?
The average price right now is anywhere between like 1,500 and a
2,500?
thousand bucks.
Not 20. I didn't mean 25. I meant 1,500.
They're like 1,500 and a thousand bucks.
Hmm.
There are some of them out there that people are asking stupid money for because they just want to get rid of them because they want a 3090.
Mhm.
But yeah, these Titans, they're like I said, the reasonably priced ones, they're like $1,100. And like I said, there's so many of them out here where people are just asking for unreasonable amounts of money. It's like you fucking used it. You used it. I'm not giving
Mhm.
you full boat because because you think it's worth it. No, 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 no. That's not how this works. You used it.
Mhm.
I don't give a shit how much you spent on it. You lose money. Okay, when you buy products and you try and resell them, you lose money. That's how this works. You never get what you pay back into anything.
Mhm.
So that so common sense just tells you take the most reasonable offer. And the most reasonable offer is not saying fuck it, I need as much as I can possibly get.
Mhm.
Um but yeah, no what else was I going to say? But yeah, I would probably put like a 2080 Ti in my next build just as like a placeholder, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Um but have you looked at 1080 Ti prices?
No, I haven't.
Because I know you were thinking about upgrading. You were
Yeah.
thinking about taking the 1070 out and putting a 1080 in. And if you're going to do it, I'd do it now. Because the prices on these have dropped significantly in the last 4 months. You're looking at anywhere between like $300 and $500 for one.
Yeah.
There's some of them that are still in box. They're not used. They're still in box.
Yeah.
Um, because I would say this is the best. This would be the best graphics card you can get for the system that you have currently. I would say if you wanted to
Mhm.
jump up to, I would say if we're gonna jump up to like a 20 series or even a 3000, because the 3000s all of a sudden become part of your budget, and I wouldn't blame you for it because the prices on those are very good. Um, then I would say we're gonna have to, you might have to just think about redesigning that system
Yeah, I
because
know.
that 2600X is gonna bottleneck that system.
I know. I mean, it's like you said, it's a good workhorse, but I mean, you need, some of these things just don't get old and die.
Yeah, you can't run that bastard into the ground, unfortunately.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I don't think we're there yet. I don't think there's not many games that demand that yet. It's gonna happen really soon.
Yeah. Dude, if you don't buy this thing, I will. This is such a good price. $4.99 for this? Dude, I'd fucking buy it. I have
Mhm.
no use for it, but I'd fucking buy it. Like it's so worth it. Like I could hold it around. I could keep it around and then we could do like a where were we 5 years ago build or something like that where we use
Yeah.
like a 6th or 7th gen Intel and run a 1080 Ti in it and see how good life used to be.
Yeah, I know.
We could do something like that. Like I would buy it just for that. Um but yeah,
Like,
I'm
oh yeah, this card used to be like, the card. They're like, that was a cheap ass card. That was card
or
was pathetic in 5 years.
or better yet, you could run a Pascal Titan for cheap. Seriously, you can run a Pascal Titan for cheap. Yeah, you either buy a 1080 Ti or you buy a Pascal Titan for like $400. No shit. Um cuz that's running on the same architecture as the 2080 or is that not not the 2080. The 1080 Ti. It's running on the same. There's no difference. It's the same architecture. So, I mean, like why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, Titan XPs. Here we go. Titan XP, $620. Buy it now. That's the one. Yeah, that one. There we go. Buy like two of them and do something stupid with it, which is kind of what I would do. But that's just me. Um, but yeah, no, I'm like all for it, brah. Um, what else was I gonna say? Um, but yeah, so let's have an honest conversation here. Okay, let's have a conversation about this because I kind of want to know. Um, what is your plan for the near future when it comes to what you want to do with your PC? Like, are we
That's a
talking?
hard thing to say,
Are we?
dude.
I
That is so hard.
no 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 no
Yeah, it is. It's
because
different when you go after the hottest item. That's different with you. Okay, I get why you do it, but me, it's a little different. There are so many mid-tier things that come out that are going to be exciting here in about 2 years that I'm excited about some of these things.
I mean I get it. You're Mr. Price for performance. I get it. Like that's kind of that's your comfort zone. And I don't
Because I
chase. I don't.
dude, right now I don't need to have like the top things because at this moment I don't do stuff that requires that. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because you don't have the same requirements that I do.
Yeah.
Like me for content creation and
I mean, you're not
programming
just buying
and
this stuff for the hell of it. I mean, you're really not just buying this stuff for the hell of it. You're actually buying this for a purpose.
well, yeah, because I'm a student. I'm making videos. I stream. I make mods and stuff like that. So and like here in a little bit, like my computer is going to be like my home server. So I'm going to convert it to being I'm going to convert it to being not only for gaming, but it's going to be for server and storage and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like that's kind of my whole thing. So I mean, I'm not just buying this stuff to say that I have it. Like I genuinely do
No.
my research and
Hmm.
I genuinely know that if you buy flagship, you get flagship. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So you spend the money to not have to spend it later. If that makes any sense.
Mm.
So
No.
like and the only reason why I'm asking you what you want to do with yours is because I want to maybe think about creating like a plan for yours. We start thinking about a
Yeah.
plan because yours is a really really good mid tier. Yours is really really
Yeah.
good mid tier, and if we can get some really really good mid tier parts, like maybe a 3900X, which is still that still falls in mid tier because the price isn't ungodly. Um, it has we could run a 2070 Super. We could pretty much run the same processor and GPU combo that I have. Um,
Yeah.
maybe up the RAM speed a little bit. Because if I could do it over again, I would up my RAM speed. I think I'd probably go up to like 3600 megahertz. And then
Mm.
I'd bring my cast latency down a little bit. Um, and then I'd start with yours by just going straight to NVMe. That would be the first thing I would do. Would be run it straight to NVMe. So I would take advantage of every single one of the slots on that board. I would be running 4 or 3 or 2, whatever, however many slots you have, that's what I'd be doing. I'd run straight to that. Um, and then I'd just put one big hard drive in there. Because have you put your hard drives in yet? Your new hard drives?
No, but I am gonna do that here pretty soon. Not tonight, but probably tomorrow.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna. Are you gonna take that
I
fucker
have a
apart
lot of
and
time
dust it?
tomorrow, so probably tomorrow then. Well,
Okay.
since I'm going to be cutting it open here,
You're gonna actually
probably tomorrow.
dust it? Like actually give it a good deep cleaning?
Probably not. I'll give it a good dust, but I'm not going to probably give it the deep clean that you're thinking. I'll give it a good clean.
Are you kidding me? I take mine apart like once a month and then like deep clean it. I clean off the glass, I
I
clean
know.
off all the metal, I
Yeah.
dust it, I blow out
Well,
the air
sure, but
filters.
don't you use a special tool to get the really stuff inside the stuff?
Not really.
Oh, I thought you did. I thought you had a
No.
special tool where
No.
you
I
get like
just use
really inside us.
I have
You
a
know where the
I have
in the process
I have a
where
data
the
vac.
process or the
I have a data vac, so I just hook that thing up
preserve
and
and all that stuff.
no, I have a data vac, so I
No,
just
I
just grab that and just go to town.
mm,
But yeah, no, I like yours really needs a good deep cleaning. Um, but it's not that bad, guys. It's really not that bad. By normal people standards, it's probably pretty clean. By,
yeah.
super nerd standards like mine, it's not. It's just not. If I can't eat out of it, it's not. Um, but yeah. No, like I will here, hold on. Let me send you a picture of what mine looks like now after I've changed the lighting array. But yeah, no, I really really like it. Really like the way things look now. It looks really good. I think it's not complete. It's not complete. There's always more things I'm going to do to it, but for right now, the way this thing sits, I'm really happy with it. Did you get that picture yet?
I actually like this one a lot better than the green one. It's not as it doesn't it works well with the black in the background.
Yeah. It's a lot softer. Doesn't stand
That
out at you as much.
to me that green just yeah that green just to me it was too much green.
Yeah. This light is much softer.
Hmm.
I like it. But
Yeah, that green just didn't work for it.
eh, it, to
It
me,
bounced off everything. This just makes it blend in the background so much smoother,
oh,
especially
yeah.
with the Corsair lights and everything.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
I actually finally plugged in that USB controller for the pump light. Finally did that. So now it constantly stays blue instead of it going to the rainbow array.
Okay.
And I have
Which
full
I have
control
mine on.
and I have full control of the pump speed. So,
Okay.
I finally figured that. I finally did that. Um what else was I going to say? Oh, God, I hope those are running.
Oh, what the hell?
Nope,
Your
they're running.
computer does a meltdown.
No. No, 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 no. I was just double
So
checking.
there's a red alert.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
we gotta go.
No, I was just double checking cuz I thought I saw one of my fans on my cooler stopped. Um but yeah, no, this thing has had like the best. This has been great. I love it. Fucking love it.
Yeah.
Um but what else was I going to say about this? Oh, we should probably move it on. Yet again, we should probably move it on. Because I want to talk about I want to talk about something else really quick. Um, I want to talk about possibly, and this is not going to offend you at all, but I'm thinking about possibly removing my LED light strips or my RGB light strip. Not the lights from the case itself, like from some of the parts. I'm talking about removing the strip on the top and getting rid of the ambient light in the case to clean up the wiring even further. I mean, I'm actually thinking about building a non-RGB computer next. I'm really thinking
Oh
about it, like
wow.
genuinely giving it some
Yeah.
real thought.
Mhm.
Because I'm really starting to get sick and tired of having to wire all of that shit up. I'm really starting to get sick of it. Um, but yeah, that's yeah, kind of how I feel about that one. The other thing is too. The other thing that I've been thinking about is I've been thinking about uh, adding some more fans and possibly getting rid of the AIO with this one and going to water cooling and just doing the
And how many
CPU.
fans can you put into that thing? How many fans can you put in that thing?
If I had a 360 millimeter radiator, I could put six, three on top, three on the bottom, and then three on the side. So I could put 9 total.
Holy crap, dude. Wow. It just seems like you keep saying that, and it's like, where are you putting all these fans?
Yeah, no, I mean, I have 4 fans going right now. I have nothing pulling from the back, but I do have
Yeah.
ones pulling from the top. So I have air going through the top, and then I have air sucking out the bottom. So it's actually pulling off
Mm,
of the fans that are running on the bottom of my GPU. So it's actually pulling the air from the
yeah.
GPU out. And it's creating like a neutral air zone. It's creating like a neutral
Yeah.
air zone around the graphics card, which is nice because I don't have as hard a temperature spikes as I used to. So,
Yeah.
like that's actually a fairly decent idea. Um, the only
Is
thing,
that getting loud then, or is that pretty quiet? With that many fans.
no, it's pretty quiet. I just need to get I just need to get it off of the I just need to get it off of the extreme setting because I've been running it on the extreme setting because I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty lately. And yeah, so as soon as I take it off the extreme setting, it's not so bad.
You know, another thing. Um, they made for the new Call of Duty, they made a trailer for it, correct?
Yes.
They have. Okay.
Yeah, the Cold War? Yeah, they
What
did.
do you? Yeah. What do you think of that trailer?
Eh, eh.
Any good? Eh. Okay.
I've been watching some of the gameplay and eh,
Eh.
it's kind of where I'm at
Okay.
with that.
That's fair. Okay.
I I might play it. I highly doubt I will, but I might play it. I'm still gonna play Warzone.
Oh, oh no no no! You're playing it. You're not. I'm not hearing this might play crap. You're playing it,
No, I'm dead serious. I
and
might
that's not
play
me
it.
forcing. That's not me forcing on you. That's not me forcing on you. That's me. I know you're going to play it. You might not buy the damn game, but you're going to play it.
I don't know. Because honestly, I want to play Death Stranding. I still haven't started streaming Death Stranding yet, or Horizon Zero
Start.
Dawn. I've been waiting. I've been waiting for them to fix the
No, you.
graphics bugs.
No. I love. Look, I love Death Stranding. I do. But Ghost of Tsushima to me was a little bit better
Yeah, and that's fine. That's totally fine. I'll buy
because
that. I
it's
buy
not
that.
as weird and that game to me, dude, like Death Stranding kind of gets sometimes. I hate to admit it, kind of boring in some parts because some
It's a
like
walking
the
simulator.
longer the game is,
It's a
yeah,
walking
pretty much.
simulator.
I
Come
mean,
on.
it's well, yeah, dude. I'm like not in the beginning. The beginning it's fast because you get to fast travel in spots, but in the end, dude, you can't do anything but you have to just walk. You can't use vehicles really. You just walk.
Does not surprise me in the least. But
Yeah, but I
um,
like the boss in it. I like the final boss. The final boss is pretty cool.
yeah, yeah. I didn't. I never
My
finished it. I never finished it.
recommendation.
But
My recommendation. Oh, I know you have it. Get a lot of blood transfer. Get a lot of those.
oh, a lot of the blood
That's my.
transfusions.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the other thing is too, and this is the other
That's
thing.
my only tip. That's my only tip. That's
I've
my
been
only
wanting
tip at the end.
I've been wanting to go back and play Horizon Zero Dawn, but because I don't want to play it on PlayStation because I still have my Elgato. Like I could still plug that into my computer and,
Yeah.
stream from my PlayStation, but I don't really want to.
Yep.
Like, there's a part of me that doesn't really want to because I'd rather play it on PC anyways. And I always said
Well, yeah,
I thought Horizon would look really good on PC.
I agree, and a lot of people have agreed with that.
Yeah, yeah, I think it would be much better on PC, but they had so many harsh graphics bugs when that came out. They had so many harsh graphics bugs. It wasn't even funny. Like they had so many texturing issues and stuff like that. So I've been kind of deliberately putting that one off because of that. So so yeah, and I
But going
yeah,
forward, you have that problem.
I
A lot
shouldn't.
of these games, to me, are, going forward now, a lot of these games now aren't going to have that kind of problem. Because pretty much it's the same.
Yeah, it's all going
It's
to be
going
the
to be
same.
basically the same thing.
It's all going to be the same. But
Um,
but anyways, yeah, I
like I
think
said, Nick, just quick before you want to move from here. Ghost of Tsushima, that's my highest recommendation if you want to have a really good time.
well, yeah, and I might even plug my PlayStation into a TV or something and just play it that way. I'll just run one of my internet cords or um one of my Ethernet cords to the back of it and play it that way. But but yeah, dude, I will. We are gonna end it there on a little bit of a video game note. See, we don't just talk about PC hardware here.
Um, I do want to add something quick. It's a little bit of a sad news.
Oh, Eddie Van Halen died.
Um, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't really want to talk about it, dude. He's like one of my favorite guitar players ever,
No,
and
dude, it's too bad,
it was kind of shitty. It was really shitty because for a while there, it looked like he was gonna get better,
dude.
and
So
that
what he died? Cancer, right?
yeah, he died of throat cancer.
Cancer.
But I guess what happened was, and it's not that he didn't get treatment right away. It's that it progressed so quickly that the doctors couldn't
Yep.
treat it fast enough, and it ended up getting into his brain, and it was pretty much game
Yeah,
over
dude,
then.
that just sucks. Just it's yeah.
And he's, you know, because I've talked about it here before. I used to play music, and he was one of my absolute favorites. I mean, Eruption. If you listen to Eruption and you don't feel something, you're not even human. Because that was one of the best guitar solos I've ever heard.
He's crazy playing that thing.
Oh yeah,
But
just like
yeah, I just
I'm gonna recommend something to you
wanted to.
because there's no singing in it. And speaking of music, because we have a couple of minutes yet. Um, speaking of music, I want to recommend to you Polythea. I'll type it out in the Discord chat, but check it out. Check them out. Listen to the song Goat. It is so good, dude. The playing is amazing. It has elements of, it's like kind of metal, kind of not. It's a little bit of jazz, a little bit of EDM, a little bit of everything. Like you hear everything in it, and there's no singing. Nobody sings. It's just all instrumental. It's amazing. If you want to listen to like god tier guitar playing, there you go. It's really good. Let me see if I can't find it on YouTube here, and then I'll link it in the chat for you.
Is there anything you wanted to add, or you pretty much?
No, I'm pretty much good. Pretty much good as far as all of this is concerned.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, anyways, guys, we'll be back again like on Sunday because I'll be home on Sunday, so we won't. I'll be here on Sunday, so we'll do something on Sunday, for sure. But we are gonna go, and hopefully you guys have a good rest of your night, or day, or morning, or whenever in the world you're listening to this, because you know this is a podcast. You can listen to it whenever you want. So we'll see you guys later. Bye.